Hello, and welcome to our interactive channeled conversation for today. I am Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm coming to you on behalf of Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot from Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is a space where you can ask your questions, you can bring up topics for discussion, and I will be looking at your commentary. I will be reading what you have to say, and we will have some interactive, energetic play. I do not know how long or short this video will be. We'll just have to sit in this energy and see. And so, um, hmm. Thank you for the perfect words and every interaction of the perfect vibration, frequency, and tone for all living things to understand and overstand. Thank you that the energy that I be coexists and co-mingles with all other energies in a flow directed by the highest vibrating being. So, with that being said and done, we want to start off by saying, as we exist in this vibrational place of frequency and energy in every place and every space, that's what we are. And so understand that you will always attract to yourself the essence of your own vibration and frequency. So where you are off from your own grounded energy, where you are radiating in frustration and chaos, that's what you will see. Where you're radiating disappointment and irritation and negative manifestation, understand that you'll find more of that attracted to you by far. Mhm. So in order to raise your vibration, how can I do this? You say, how can I raise my vibration in a situation that feels not of bliss? And it is in many times simply by removing your focus on that situation. If you cannot find a way to align with a positive perspective on what is happening in your life at that time, then how about just remove your focus from it entirely? Try that for 3 days and then find what you'll see. Because by removing your attention to it, you remove the fuel that feeds it and keeps it going. And it's not to say that it will stop immediately that same day, but it is to say that it will begin to dissipate, to, in a sense, go away. Mm-hmm. And as we will not be using any cards here today, these are channeled messages for you. These are channeled messages meant to uplift you. And I feel and hear that many of you have been dealing with energies who are combative to you. And it is because your light shines so bright. And so the shadow of the night is trying to pierce through your veil of joy and happiness, to see if they can bring you down into misery and sadness. And this is just a reciprocal, the duality of the energy. The brighter you shine, the more the shadows come into your mind until they are coped with and dealt with. But once the light is shined into that shadow place, it cannot have any more power over your final grace. So sometimes these energies come in through family members or people that you meet in a line. And it just seems like no matter what, you can't get around the negativity that they shine. So, what do you do to dissipate this energy? We ask of you to say the words thank you and to move through and not let it stick to you. Your responses to it increases the energy of it. And so if you can let it flow away, it will go away. And no, this is not what you've been taught in your programming that you've been given in this world. It's one of being on top and proving that you're the top dog and combating with everything that comes your way. If you don't, now you're being looked at as a little girl. And they tease and they make fun, but you know what? That's because they have not yet begun to open up their spiritual eyes to see their spiritual prize, to know that in this type of combated energy, it will only lead to their overall demise. The demise of what? Their relationships and in general, their financial, their spiritual, that's for sure. Their own demise is what they create when they live in this energy of increased hate. So you knowing more of what you are, being in tune to the inner guidance star, knowing that when there is a resistant emotion, your emotional GPS system is telling you this is not in alignment with your higher self. This is not in alignment with your wealth or your health or your joy or your love or your happiness. That's why it feels unpleasantness. And so, if you cannot change what you're seeing, you can change how you're being. You don't have to sit and look at the things that do not serve you. Find something else to focus on that feels more true. Hello, Lee. We're happy to have you with us. And even in this channel, like opening their own business to provide a service that was not yet a mass market. They dealt with so much attacks from others who could not see the vision that they carried and had to hold their own energy in their own space to keep on going forward at their own pace, in their own way, in a way that nobody had ever seen up till that day. And now, 11 years later, you see it everywhere, here, there, everywhere, all around the globe. People follow these trends as that person followed what was on their soul. And so you too, you're doing something different. You're doing something new. It's not about how they perceive you or what they think you should do or be or how they want to call success and what they want to see. It's about you following the vision you've been given. If it was already profoundly around and everywhere in every town, it would not be new and cutting edge coming through you. But you are creators, not duplicators or imitators. You're creating a new energy. So the products and the goods and the services that you do will also be new as well, just like you. You're fulfilling a need, and that's guaranteed. Something that's different that others could not see. Hello, Wendy. We're grateful to have you with us. So remember your emotional GPS system. When it feels high flying, when it feels anywhere upwards of peace and above, you know that you're moving in a way of your own divine love. Where it feels like stress or distress or uneasiness or any of this and below, know that you are pulling against the pullings of your own soul. And doing this will only cause a spiral into despair, and there's always more misery there. So when you find that place, first ask yourself, is this mine? This feeling that I have, this resistance, this upset, this anger, this sadness, this pain, first, is it mine? And you will find that that energy will lift 90% of the time, and it will go away because it wasn't even yours this day. You're very empathic. You're in tune with not just the universe, but others who are around you. And so we say, is this mine, what I feel here today? So let's say you say it and it says no, and then the feeling, yes, it does go. Rejoice, give thanks that you know the words to say, you know how to work with your energy this day, you know how to follow the signs and use the words that come out your mind. Now, let's say that you ask the question, is this mine? And you hear yes, and you say, oh God, now what do I do with it? Okay. So then you can ask another question, follow up to is, how can I transmute this energy to be more in alignment with the divine me? And as you do that, just sit and rest. Do your best not to act on it, but to sit back and wait on it. Because when you ask that question, you open up the energy to bring in the answers and the solutions. But when you decide, this is how I feel, it must be real, you put a period on it, you shut it down. And we're asking you to open up the energy, open it up so you can have more opportunity come round. Mm-hmm. So this is your show. Please do chime in when you're ready. Put up your questions, your comments, your topics for discussion, because we've had a lot of beautiful things come out yesterday when we played in this energy this way. And we were guided to do another show here today. We don't know how often we'll be doing this format, but we do know that a lot is going to change in 2020, and a lot will change with the show and its format as well. It's being unveiled a little by little, and it gets clearer every day. So let's see, what do we want to talk about today? I'm hearing there's a lot of things coming full circle. And I see a smile and a goofy look, just like Steve Urkel. Who remembers Steve Urkel? Did I do that? Yeah, that's the, yeah, you did that. Okay. Wendy asks, is the new moon bringing closures? The new moon is bringing in new, but just like with everything that ends comes something new. So with something new comes the endings, right? So as the new comes in, it replaces the old. And so there is the advantageous energy of setting new intentions, new decisions for what you choose in this new moon energy. Okay. The new moon is a starting point. But see, to start, there has to be an end, right? So it comes hand in hand. And what we are channeling here for you now is it happens that way with every new moon and full moon. And I'm being shown that the difference is to sow the new seeds. The new moon is the time you want to do that. To close out the old cycles, the full moon is the time you want to do that. But the new moon and the full moon will always work together, because with every ending comes a new beginning. So yes, in short, is the answer to this. Hey, Carms. Lovely to have you join. I should have totally put my glasses on. I'm going to sit up closer to y'all. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the new moon, let me just look up look, I have put something up on this new moon. I was looking up something on my phone. Let me see if it's still on here. It's not on here. Okay. New moon. New moon in Sagittarius is about opening your mind. Is the general what I'm seeing there. Brings chaotic change and rebellion. Mm-hmm. The beginning of a journey. I just get the feeling with this being in Sagittarius, like Sagittarius is that fire energy about your choices, your truth. Your truth is getting a new fire with this new moon in Sagittarius is the energy I'm picking up on. And so what truth do you want to embrace about yourself and highlight even more? Where do you want to add more strength into your truth at this time? This is a perfect time to sow those seeds. Okay. And I'm hearing it's also highly beneficial to Notice the expansion and growth that you've had on your soul. You are not the same mind, energy, or person you used to be. Look back 10 years ago. How different were you? It's funny because if I go into my friend's business location, they'll tell anybody that I bring around that they meet for the first time, they'll tell them like this is the new Melinda, then there's the old Melinda. The old Melinda was pretty gangster. The new Melinda's all love and peace and happiness, but it wasn't always this way. But it took all of that to get to today. And so now, from this place, with all that we've come to embrace in ourself and our authentic truth, our authentic self, right? Now, what will we do with it? And I'm hearing you got a bill of health, you got your master's degree. What will you do it? What will you choose to be? How will you utilize that moving forward in this new 2020 energy? It's a new decade, a new decade. So, what will you choose to do? What would you like to talk about? What do you have on your mind? Wanda says she has more truth to her expression, and that is to be celebrated and congratulated at this time. Seriously, Wanda, because I can confirm, like, since I met you, you have begun to open up and speak your mind. And how is that true for all of us? In the spiritual community, um, a lot who are very spiritual were taught great depths of meekness and humility. And somewhere along the line, you got that confused with being run over or being abused or misused. And where have you learned to stand up for your truth and yourself and your physical, mental, financial, and emotional health, right? You don't have to give it all away, and it won't take away from your spirituality. Hmm. Embracing the karmic blessings that are coming your way is going to bring up a little bit of resistance in your energy. You're so used to putting good out, but so many of you are used to saying, oh, no, that's fine. You don't have to do that for me. Oh, I can go without. So now this is being challenged. Now this is being challenged. It's time to accept your karmic blessings. So they want to buy you something. So they want to do something nice for you. So they want to help you. They want to carry it. They want to do it. They want to do the work. They want to promote. They want to offer. They want to help. Learn to receive your karmic blessings. Every time somebody offers and you say, oh, no, that's okay. You don't have to do that. Not only do you say no to your karmic blessings, but you take away that person's opportunity to reap continued blessings for offering the way they do, because there is angel energy within you. Mm. Wendy says, continue to build self-worth. Continue to build self-worth. See, the thing is, it's not that the self-worth must be built. It's that it must be recognized within your own eyes. You are worthy. You were born with worthiness. You didn't have to work for it. You didn't have to earn it. There was nothing you had to do to receive your Reese's Pieces. Just being you is enough, and you are worthy. But because you have that meekness and humility, you reject your worthiness. Now, this is something that is the opposite energy of many who have a great deal of manipulativeness. They know their worthiness, yet they use it in a dark energy. They leave out the love, peace, and happiness that is the founding principles of this channel, of all that we offer for you, all that you see. So worthiness, you were born with it all. Now you just have to install the perception of it. Okay. Lee asks, how do you know when it's time to reinvent yourself? And immediately what I hear when you ask that question, I hear, you know, it's time to reinvent yourself because everything is pulling you to this new identity. Everything is pulling you to this new identity. The focus is not so much on what it used to be, but everything is pulling you to this new identity. Hold on one second, please. Yes, Ashley. Hi. You need a reading? You okay? I literally am 21 minutes into a live show and I picked up the phone while I'm in the middle of it. Give me a few minutes and I'll call you back, okay? All right. Bye. See what I do for you? I freaking love my clients. Lee, everything, when it's time for you to reinvent yourself, everything is going to call you to the new you. Everything you do is going to make you want to go in that direction. There will be nothing else you can do but move in the direction of the new you. It's going to be that gotta take a shit urge. There'll be no doubts. Hey, Melinda, I always give to my clients all that I can, and Lester Scott works out everything in perfect time with perfect hand. I've addressed all of your questions and all of your comments, so make sure that you have tapped the notification bell. I don't care if you subscribed before because there was some sort of reset and everybody needs to do it all over again, okay? Everybody needs to do it all over again. Tap the bell to get all notifications because I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these interactive channel messages for you, but I know that they are going to be coming through even through 2020. I've got that already. I'm trying to figure out if we're going to do this every day. Is it going to be once a week? How is it going to be? I'm not certain yet, but we will see. Guys, my client is in some sort of distress, so I'm going to call her back. And for anybody else who needs me, you know, I'm here for you. Apparently that needed to happen during this show, okay? I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between times, you can treat yourself at lbhtarot.com. Is in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.